was good. We back in this Paulie Hustle, United Souls, Tier 0.
Mikey Deb, doing it, camp out.
Hi, I'm Dan. If you don't fucking know who we are at this point, kill yourself.
True story. Yeah, but we still gotta do the introduction.
Yeah, but you know, it's
Still gotta always do the intro. So yeah, we got a lot of nice stuff lined up. We got a lot of good shit lined up. A lot of changes gonna be made soon. We definitely gonna make everything as, you know, best as we can make it. So today's topic is hype. Not particularly the hype beast. Or any, no, fuck that. Fuck that. Yo, fuck the hype beast. It's not about that. It's about hype in general and what hype does.
As far as,
alright, look at what we just went through right now. Last Thursday that passed, or was it the Thursday before that?
Thursday before. Talk about Supreme.
I'm talking about the Supreme Air Force Ones.
Yeah. Wait, was it? That was last week.
Yeah,
That was last week, right?
Week, yeah.
Last Thursday. Okay, yeah. Alright, so look what happened there. Number one, they sent out the email the night before, which was genius.
Like you knew they would.
No. They did.
You did call
Yeah.
and say you're gonna get an email. I was like,
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? I know Preem, my nigga. Like I know Preem for years, and they don't change. They're not what people think they are with the media, and with people, you know, having their punk rock skater shit. They don't give a fuck about none of that shit. They don't give a fuck about that sneaker community. They don't give a fuck about any of that. That's why when the foams came out and people, and when the foams came out, they didn't think that shit was gonna happen because they didn't know fucking better. And people told them, like, yo, it's gonna get crazy. Give out this, and they were like, nah, we're gonna have security and and not like, no, they don't know because they're still on a different shit. They don't comprehend that. They're on this skater. They have this skater mentality, and it's that 90s skater mentality. You understand? It's not the same.
They have to know though. They do sneaker releases. I mean, look at the Flynet that they dropped.
Okay, but nobody went crazy for the Flynet.
I was out there for that.
Okay, but nobody went crazy. Yo, it was crazy. It was a crazy Supreme line. You could expect that on a Supreme line.
All right. Okay.
You could expect that on some. It could be crazy for box logo.
Yo, they could put
I think the box logo was worse than the
They could put a pile of shit in a bag, put the fucking Supreme logo on it. It's little
What's up?
Supreme shit.
Yeah. What's up? And it's and now we're talking about what hype has done. You get me? Now, I think what happened is that people did go to the store stressing and was like, yo, this sneaker got you know what I'm saying? Is the sneaker coming out? Too many people, but when's the Air Force? And yo, New York really got intimidated by it and was like, fuck that. Because they'll release a van with no problem.
I don't think they cared. After last year, they didn't want anything to do with Nike and Supreme at that store. In my honest opinion. After last year and the street getting shut down, I don't think that Supreme was even in their mind, we're going to drop them in the store. No inkling whatsoever.
I don't think they wanted the hassle.
Yeah. Because of hype.
Now, would there have been a crazy hassle for these Air Force Ones like that? Like, but not foam posit. Hype?
I still think you would have gotten it.
I think it would have carried over from the foam posit. So people who didn't even know about it, that watched the news and saw that a sneaker at Supreme was going and making people crazy, the same thing was going to happen at the Air Force One.
But that's why we talk.
Carryover.
That's why. Look at what now we're going back into that hype, and we're not talking about people hype. We're talking about
just
media. You got helicopters flying over New York, which caused it all. Now we got Jordans coming out. The 11s are gonna come out soon. Well, first are gonna be these 6s. But the 11s, these white 11s, hype.
It's an 11. You don't even need
any Jordan is hype though.
No,
come on.
No,
any retro Jordan is
no.
Hype.
What about the Wolf Grade that just dropped? Nobody cared.
What Wolf Grade that just dropped?
That Wolf Grade 13 with the iridescent.
Fuck that shit.
All right,
it's a 13.
Let me rephrase. 90% of Jordan retros.
True, Carmines, they go crazy.
No. I say 40% of retros.
You figure 1 to 7 easily, maybe even 1 to 8. Then you're looking at 10, 11 easily.
Nah. Well, the 2s never do good because of their
They
colorway.
but they don't do that many 2s.
That's why though.
Yeah, because 2s is the dope sneaker. You don't want to do that many 2s.
2s, honestly.
The original colorway 2 is awesome.
Yeah,
though.
I mean, to me though, that shoe does not belong from 1 to 23.
Yeah.
It's just it's the oddball out.
It is. You don't
It's-
think 9s are oddballs?
I think 8s are odd, but
8s are odd,
I
but
don't
still.
know. I mean, for me,
we can talk about this all day.
Yeah, we talk about this all day. But I don't not 40% of the Jordan retro sell out.
Yeah,
40%.
yeah.
Think about it.
I'll give you that number. I'll give you that, but I don't know.
When was the last most hype Jordan that just dropped? None.
Most hype.
SB1.
But that's an SB. You cannot consider that.
Come
You
on.
can't consider
That's-
that
that's
Jordan.
an
SB1.
That's an SB1. It's a 1. It's not a Jordan 1. It's not a Jordan 1.
The only thing that was different on that, Paulie, is the fucking tongue.
Yeah, which makes
That's
it
it.
an SB Jordan, which is not a Jordan 1.
But
you
the shoe's
cannot
so good,
consider
though.
that. Yo, you gotta consider that its
The
own
fucking
sneaker.
Yeah, but dude, the whole shoe, from front to back, top to bottom, was a Jordan 1, except for the tongue.
This episode is turning into just talking shit, which is good.
I mean, we're leading into this.
Yeah,
fucking
but this is good combo. We're gonna keep this combo.
Yeah.
It'll get there.
We'll get to where we have to get. We'll figure out the title for it. But no, the SB Jordan, no. It's an SB Jordan, Dan. You know that better than anybody.
And I'm saying the only reason why it's an SB Jordan is because the tongue is different. They put the SB tongue on it and released it as an SB shoe.
It's a Jordan. It's an SB Jordan. It's not a Jordan 1. You cannot consider it a retro.
Okay, Carmine.
All right.
Carmine. People went crazy for Carmines.
People went alright for Carmines.
All right.
They went alright.
I don't know.
Crazy to me is the 11s. That's hype.
What, the Gammas from last year?
People went good. Crazy.
They didn't
for
go.
Gammas.
They didn't go crazy for Gammas because they were easy to get.
Yeah.
They were easy
Bretts,
Okay.
Concords.
Okay.
to get. Yeah, but think about all the times that they fucking restocked. I mean,
It doesn't matter. I'm talking about
Like
opening day.
The actual release of the
Opening
shoe.
day.
I think the most hyped one was.
Concords. Ripping down doors.
It's gotta be. I mean, breads were easy to get.
But
Gammas
hype.
were easy to get.
And all right, let's try to figure out when hype started, right? I think,
I mean, we have to define the word hype. I think for everyone.
and Joshua was not here, by the way.
Yeah.
And he had, if we go back to episode 1, he said something very good. He said that hype could now be a good thing or a bad thing. Hype could be a negative term within, you know what I'm saying, this community and this culture right now. You understand what I'm saying?
And it's mostly negative though.
It is mostly negative, but hype is media. Look at what happened with the Galaxy phones. I think that was the first of its kind, right? That was
Yeah.
the first.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That was the first time we really saw hype at its best, and it was media, the media. It's the fucking, it's the blogs, it's the rappers, it's.
But can we say it really is the media? Because
I think it starts with the media first.
Now check it.
Before we blame a hype beast.
all right, but
I think
that's
social media.
hold on, check it. Now media, okay, fine. You could say that they're the first ones to give us the information, but now if you look at it through this scenario, let's say a website like Complex just posts the picture of the shoe,
Yeah,
the Galaxy.
yeah.
Then it's the people that fucking take it to the next level.
Yeah, but the Galaxy buttered up. You gotta remember there was different versions of the Galaxy before they even had one set version.
No, I understand.
And it buttered up. People wore them in games before it buttered up. And then it became a celebrity, it became a celebrity thing. And the pre-sale on them already was at like $1,200, $1,300. That was the proxy.
Okay, but why? It's not because of
Hype.
You can't say that was the first.
you
shoe
can't
for
say
hype.
that media.
That was when the first, it hit the Daily News front cover, my nigga.
You're talking about the phone.
The Galaxy Phone Plus. I'm not
Galaxy
saying
phone,
it's
yeah.
it's the first of its because the Yeezy ones, that was the Easy Camp Out. That was the camp out like you guys do on the regular.
Yeah.
That's the camp out. The easy ones with the camp out. That sneaker pre-sale was going for $400.
Cheap.
You understand? It was going for 400. It didn't skyrocket until Yeezy himself had to buy his own pairs off of eBay. That's when it became popping. That's when that sneaker became popping. If you want to go like crazy media storm, Galaxy Foamposites was the first to hit the media hard. It was in the newspaper. It was in the Daily News. It wasn't in your fucking Boston Ledger or whatever it was. No, it was in the Daily News. But it's either the LA or the Daily News.
But the only thing that's gonna make that hype is the way people take it. So just because it's on the news, like the EQT. Ronnie's EQ2 is in the New York Times. Had his own little slot. Did that make the shoe any hotter?
That slot came out after the sneaker.
Shit, it doesn't matter.
It does matter. It does matter. It does matter. It does matter. It does matter.
Well,
and you're talking about, you just mentioning the king of hype. The someone who knows how to push a product on you and hype it up himself. He doesn't even,
If you're talking about hype and you're saying the way it's released in the media,
flustered.
If it's happening in the media and people are looking at it and go, okay, it's where the people take it from where they see it. So just because it's somewhere doesn't make it hype because of the media.
yes,
it's the way,
it does.
It's the way
it's
it
like
builds up
music,
after.
my
It's like a
nigga.
snowball
It's
effect.
like music, my nigga. If I keep playing you the same song after a while,
If you bring up Tuesday,
yo, if I keep playing you the same song after a while, you're gonna like it no matter what. You're gonna catch yourself humming it. There's no way around it. And that's the same thing with sneakers. That's the same thing with sneakers. Same thing. People see it, they keep seeing it, before you know it, they want the shit too.
That doesn't make a shoe hotter. Well, personally, for me,
That's
it doesn't make it hotter.
creating hype, my nigga. That's putting it in front. That's putting it in front. It's like, for instance, why is it that, notice, and I'm not blaming the blogs, because the blogs got to do their job, and I like that they provide. But when they promote one sneaker more than the others, they're making people already feel that this is the joint.
I'm going to go back to the EQT again, because before it came out, they pushed it everywhere. Did it change how it sold? Didn't change anything. It depends. If a shoe is hot or a song is hot, you don't have to push it. People are going to like it regardless.
Yeah.
You got to remember like this. The EQT, who was seen wearing that? Who was seen wearing that?
Yeah, but he's always seen wearing that first.
Fuck that. Fuck Ron. Fuck Ron. You know what I'm saying? We're not talking about him. We're talking about the sneaker. We're not talking about him. We're talking about the sneaker. Who was seen wearing the sneaker?
Kanye.
Kanye wasn't seen wearing it.
He was wearing Adidas.
He wasn't wearing the EQT. He wasn't wearing Ronnie shit.
Oh.
Now, if Kanye did, now we're
Alright,
talking.
alright, so
Now, if Kanye did wear that sneaker, gone.
Yeah.
It would be worth about $600 right now.
I'll give you that.
You understand? And that's the point I'm trying to make. That's what we're talking about here.
All right, but now, why? Who? It's not media. It's your regular fucking Tom, Dick, and Harry sitting
Okay,
behind a fucking...
it's a pyramid. Let's start at the top pyramid. Kanye wears it, right? So then before you know it, fucking, Kid Cudi or DJ fucking Woo Kid's wearing the shit. And then it goes down, and then before you know it, somebody butters down and they flick a pic of it. Some poppin' ass nigga. And then before you know it, it comes down to, your hood celebrities to have it.
Okay.
And then boom, and then it comes down to your major sneakerheads to have it.
But again,
that make these average sneakerheads. It's a pyramid scheme, and it's media.
That.
It's media.
Is it the media?
It's
though?
media.
It's not. What media?
Just social media, the Instagram, and everything and everything.
That's a little different. That's a little different.
Hold on.
Get it?
Regardless, you could put a picture of anyone wearing something, but it's the person looking at that picture that's going to hype it up.
Of course, you're hyping it up. You understand? But it's the delivery of the sneaker that's creating the shit. Like for instance, right? For instance, let's talk about it. Let's go back into the Air Force Ones. Let's go back into the Air Force Ones. Which me and you, Dan, even you, we know this sneaker better than anyone. Am I right or am I wrong?
Absolutely. Proceed.
We know this sneaker better than everyone, right? What made this one so special? What made this pack?
The logo.
Not only the branding. What made the pack?
The colors.
The red.
That's standard.
What does that red go back to?
Or listen,
What does the red go back to?
it goes to our original.
And what's the red go back to though? What does it go back to? Why is that red? Why did that pack become popping? Because they had a red Air Force in it. You understand? That's why it really became
For
popping.
Supreme. That's
The Supreme could sell anything. We know that. But you don't see people going crazy for these are Supreme Vans I have on. You understand?
Yeah.
There's lines out there for them. There's lines out there for these. There was. I had a nigga camp out for me for these. You know, because it was like my kid's birthday that day. What I'm trying to say though, the red goes back to what? It goes back to the red Yeezy. Long story short, if you can't guess it. It goes back to the red Yeezy.
And I knew you were going to say that, but
What?
I disagree.
I
completely disagree. Completely.
Damn, are you serious? You should be on my side.
I'm on your side when it comes to, listen, when it comes to the shoes,
Why is red
the model,
popping?
but I think, honestly,
red has always been.
it's always been a popular
Red is
color.
always the
way it is now.
Before
It's
the red
always
Yeezy,
been a popular color. You can't say that it hasn't.
Of course.
Because think about this. Before the red Yeezy, right?
Yeah, man.
For example, Ronnie dropped the fucking Super Reds.
But people didn't even know that though.
Doesn't matter, but that's it's the color itself. that
LeBron
fucking
had
got
a solar red 8s. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
LeBron had a solar red 8s. And people loved them.
Oh,
But
I get where you're going.
listen, exactly.
I know what you're saying.
And it has the Preem logo and whatever. It's not even like that. Think about all the sneakers. Go back. We're gonna do a year end anyway, coming up soon. Go back to when that Red October dropped. After that was what? The all red Air Maxes?
Oh, Air Max 90, yes.
Okay, everybody
That
was
a pack
going-
of 3 though.
Yeah, think about all the reds.
Okay, but they're
All reds.
some of
you
these
had,
shoes are still available. But go ahead.
You had the pack of
The
Jordans.
ice.
Okay, some of these shoes are still available,
Yeah.
but let's look outside the sneaker community. Let's look at the people who just dress fresh and they have 5 sneaker boxes. They have an all red fucking shoe in their
For a
fucking
reason.
thing.
Yeah, that's why I said I see where you're going with
Yeah, but that could have been before the fucking.
That's
Red
because
October.
of the
easy.
before it.
All right, chill.
Nobody was wearing red, my nigga.
Well,
Let
what
me
you
tell you
say-
something. A couple years ago, you couldn't even wear red in New York.
Well,
Bullshit.
Well,
You couldn't wear red in New York. You can't wear. And we're in Jersey right now recording this. You could not wear red down the block.
Hold on, dude.
you're getting into
We're
a whole
talking about
different aspect.
Super Reds came out before the Red Octobers.
Okay, but let's go back to height. Let's go back to height. Super Reds. During the Super Red time, that's when Ronnie really started. That's when the hype for all that product started picking up. It started picking up then. Cause I'm gonna be real with you. Not even he was on the Super Red line.
New.
You understand? He wasn't out there, Dan. He wasn't out there.
I know about a Super Red. Huh?
You know, nobody knew about that. Nobody was into runners then. Nobody was into runners. Nobody was
But
into
the
that.
shoe itself, the colorway,
It was used.
Still
This
fucking
point
up-
is valid.
but I'm
This
saying
point
it's
is
still
valid.
flew out the door.
Very,
Very
very,
important.
very, very, very important thing. Because I wasn't out there for Super Red, doesn't mean that because Yeezy came out with an all red shoe, I turned around and said I need an all red shoe too.
Yeah, no.
So you can go from the hype thing from. I'm a perfect example. So Red Yeezy came out and I was like, oh wow, I need an all red shoe now. No, it didn't
But
work like
I
that.
haven't seen you go crazy for all red.
I don't think.
I'm gonna be honest. I
Neither
haven't, and I fuck with you. You understand?
That's a sneaker.
I haven't seen you go crazy for all red. But I see everybody. You get what I'm saying? Everybody on the red hype. And this is going back to my point. Why?
Who's everybody?
Yeah,
I have to talk about it. It has to come up. Your fucking hype beast is what you're talking about. You're
Good.
talking about a hype beast.
I'm
You're
not
talking about a
talking
kid
about-
that saw him wear a red
Yo,
shoe
this is
and
more
was like,
than
I
just
need
hype
this
beast.
shit.
To
And
me,
then they
what
start
is
snowball.
we already had this discussion of what hype beasts are and what we feel is a hype beast. You understand? When something it's more than just that. Hype beasts are these motherfuckers that no, red is everywhere.
Where did
dude.
that red
It's
Yeezy
every
hype come from? Aside from Yeezy, it's a whole bunch of kids that are riding his dick that go, oh shit, that shoe was fire.
Yo,
and
not
then
only
20
that,
other kids.
it's the media. It's the celebrities. It boils up to media. Hype boils up to media, which is the point of this conversation. It boils down to media. And I don't think you see that. Like, for instance, when he posts a sneaker, you understand? There's at least 5 kids now that want the sneaker because Dan has it. Do you understand? Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
I get exactly what you're saying. I understand, but out of the 300, 400, 500, 600 people that are seeing him post that shoe, If you say 5 people, it's because they genuinely saw the shoe, maybe for the first time, and go, wow, that's a dope shoe. Thank you for Dan posting it. I didn't see it before. And you're absolutely right. I'm not negating the fact that the media has a large role in how things are accepted into the community. Because if it wasn't for the media, they wouldn't even see the shit.
Okay. Ready? Let's stay on the same topic, and I'm gonna make this point a little better. You get what I'm saying? It's like, for instance, it's like the Roshi. They saw $70 sneaker at the time. What was it?
Not even.
It was like
$65.
$65 sneaker at the time. Blow the fuck up for 1 month. And what they do? They put out all these Roshis. Supplying demand, they put out all these Roshis. You get what I'm saying? Because of something being hyped. Nike saw what the Red October did, so they decided to start making a lot of people, a lot of designers. That's like, for instance, Dan, you know this. Dan, ready? You know this because you were right. Me and you rode with each other on this.
The Roshi, it wasn't even the Red October, honestly, Paulie. It was just the Yeezy colorway. It was the black with the fucking pink.
And we went through that too.
But I'm saying that's why people wanted the Roshi.
We have the phones.
Yeezy colorway.
Exactly.
But it wasn't. You can't say it was the Red October.
This is why
it started with
what happened.
Yeezy colorway.
Remember this? Remember what happened with this?
Mm-hmm.
We went through this stage, right?
Mm-hmm.
One person does floral, and what happened?
They all do it.
My point.
But that's capitalizing on what's popular though. That's
Right.
like that's
And that
smart
comes
business.
down to hype.
Okay, I'm not negating any of this.
You know what I'm saying?
We're not saying that.
Together on this.
You know,
I'm back in the-
hype
yeah.
is honestly generated in multiple ways. You know, it's valid that media can produce hype, but they're not. You know, you're not going to go on Sneaker News and fucking click on an article and see them say, "Yo, this fucking K-Swiss shoe that's coming out is the fucking greatest thing since sliced bread." Paulie Hustle's wearing it, and fucking Ronald Reagan's wearing it, and all that shit. You got to get it tomorrow. They're not doing that.
They are.
They kind of are though.
They are.
I have to agree with that.
That's the conversation.
Hold on.
They are. This is the point I'm trying to make.
Now hold on. Now maybe, yeah.
No, they've been.
That's every
They've
article.
been.
See,
That's the point I'm trying to make.
me,
Without that, listen, Dan. Without that, nobody will buy it.
I've seen that.
And that's what I'm
and listen,
talking about.
that's
Fuck
not-
the hype.
that's not
I've
necessarily
Because
seen
it is
that.
true,
Listen,
nigga.
I've seen that
You guys
honestly
are bugging.
recently, but
And even if you
it's
don't agree
more
with me,
recent.
y'all
It's
niggas
not
is
that-
bugging.
They haven't been doing it for
The big
you haven't. Listen,
I'm
look,
hungry. My bad.
They
Let's
haven't
start.
been doing it for recently. Yes, I agree. They do it. But I'm saying we've been in this game for a
Dan,
while.
they've
You
been
can't.
doing it. This started, Dan, since
All right.
like
So let me tell you.
ECE.
Let me ask you this. Anytime they hype something up, do you go out and get it?
Nope.
You're a perfect example because you say it every time. I don't get a shoe because I know the background, because I know a thing about. You saw it, you thought it was dope. Fuck what everybody else is doing. I'm gonna get online and get those kicks. What about those people? They don't give a fuck about media. They don't care about hype. It's something dope to them, so they go get it.
And you know, those people usually roll up at the end and the sneaker's gone, and they're like, all right, fuck, and they leave.
So,
they pay a resale.
so this should really turn
Or if
around.
not, they don't pay a reseller. They're just like, oh, all right, well. You know how many people roll up at the end of the day looking for the sneaker, and then I was like, here, they gave out tickets days ago, and they're like, for real? How do I find out that info? And they don't know because they saw something and they thought it was dope. How do you think I got into Asics? It's because I saw a fucking Asic and I thought the colorway was dope, and I was like, I gotta have that fucking colorway. And what happened? I rolled up and I didn't get the sneaker.
All right, so
I didn't
now
get the
check
sneaker.
it. You saw the ASIC, right? The first time you saw an ASIC, did they say go out and get it?
What happened?
The first time you saw ASICs,
They
right?
promoted it very
But
well.
I'm saying, did they say to you go out and get it?
Diapolis London was wearing them. That's how I knew about them.
Okay, but did he say go out and get it?
If
say go
it's
out
on
and
his
get it.
feet, he doesn't have to.
He doesn't have to.
That-
Diapolis London was wearing them at the time. I saw it and I was like, you know what? Asics. I was like, wow, that's a banging colorway. This nigga's rocking them.
Let's get into
I
it.
need to be like that.
And I think this is where we need to shift gears a little bit, because people who do that are hype beasts. Period. Period.
Yeah.
Come on. Come on.
Well, because I saw a shoe that was hot on somebody
That's
else, I can't
bullshit.
get it. Right,
if you do
classifies as
it
hype
over and over and over
Yeah,
again,
if
like
it's
a
a
lot of people
reoccurring
do,
thing, okay, fine,
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
you know,
I mean,
media can blow something up and hype it
but
up.
it's all media, Dan.
Okay, but I'm saying they could blow something up, hype it all up.
Without the
All
media
they
core,
want.
without the media core, the sneaker will not sell, no beat, no hype.
I don't know about that.
Then if it was like that, then why?
Bullshit. What about what they do before media? What they do before media and shoes sold out?
They didn't sell out.
And when you walk into a
They
store,
didn't
later,
sell
you
out.
got your shit, and you
They
can still
didn't
get it.
sell out. What? They didn't sell out.
Are you crazy?
Yo, I got pictures of
I
me
worked in a sneaker store.
walking into a sneaker store and grabbing De La Souls from the shelf. You're bugging.
But that doesn't
You're
mean they didn't
bugging.
Are they sold out now?
For the most part,
They would sell out right now.
for the most
I'm
part,
saying-
shoes still sold out back then.
Yo, after a day and a half, unless they were J's and they were the 11s,
Yeah, but what else sells out?
the only time, yo,
Jordan.
it was Jordans.
Now, okay,
It was
but they were
Jordans.
still selling out.
It was Jordans, the bin packs, the double packs.
We're talking
There were
back
lines
in
for
the
them.
80s, though. Back in the 80s
Back in
when
the
they
80s,
first came out.
no, they didn't sell out in
Dude,
it took like 2
when you
days.
saw fucking Marge Blackman hanging on the fucking rim saying, yo, do you know? And fucking people are going, yeah, I know. I'm going to get this fucking shoe and it sells out that day. Come on.
It didn't
But
sell
that
out
was
like that,
media
my
hype,
nigga.
though, but-
How about this? The
That's
first
hype.
sneaker to people ever go crazy for besides Run DMC Adidas bullshit, you know what I'm saying? And that wasn't even like that because you were able to get that days after, was the G Units.
Oh.
Was the G Units, and everybody knows about this. And if you don't know your fucking history, then you're a dumb motherfucker.
Where could you get them?
Huh?
You don't even know about the store. You'd be able to get them.
You were able to get them in like Models.
Yo, listen, Nike SB Quick Strikes were selling out all the fucking time.
Okay.
For the most
yes,
part. But I'm
then
saying they
you were
didn't know.
still able to pick them up like that. You were able to pick them up like that. You were still able to pick them up. And yo, real talk, I'm gonna be real with you. Early SB niggas created this fucking game.
Word.
They created this game. Because you're right, they used to sell out. But within a certain community, a locked 30 people community, there would still be 2-3 sizes. I remember going to a sneaker store and seeing Statue of Liberty sitting there. It was sitting there. Now it wasn't my size, it was like a 10 and a half. But it was sitting there. It only had 2 pairs left. But it was like 2-3 weeks after they came out. The whole SB crew and all that, they started the fucking sneaker community, really. And Jordan heads. Of course. I'm not singling you out. But to me, Jordan is a totally different thing from, it's different.
What you're talking about right now is going to a store 2 weeks later and finding 2 sizes left is actually something normal that should happen on a normal basis. Shit shouldn't sell out.
And that's what's
And the
happening
only
with
reason-
SB now, right?
The only reason why, SB has gone in a different direction.
For the most part.
That's what's happening with
It
SB now.
really depends. Yeah, I mean, it depends on the model.
Doesn't it make you happy? I don't care what it is.
No,
Don't
actually,
you make
now
you
I
happy?
can fucking care less.
You know how happy it is when I walk into Supreme and I see the top row is still full with quick strikes?
Yeah, I love it.
That fucking makes me good. Even though I don't buy it because you know what I'm saying, it's not what I just want to wear.
Right.
But that shit makes me happy because if I wanted it, I could say, "Hey, do you have my size?" You understand? And it's media. Now you put those shits on Lil Wayne, that's it. It's a wrap, my nigga.
Can we talk about hype and pricing? Can we talk about that?
Let's go. Let's go.
I like to bring up how hype has changed the price point on shoes that were normally $160 that are now $250. I like to talk about that. That's how media has changed the person or the retailer's perspective on how they can sell a
And
shoe.
we're talking retail now. We're not talking resale.
I'm not talking about
price.
resale. Resale's also done that.
Well,
wrong.
yeah, but let's
I mean,
let's stick with the retail.
I like the fact that hype has caused people see that a shoe is flying off of a shelf at 180. Let's not raise it to 220 and watch how everybody buys it anyway.
Looking for that flamingo box, right?
No, I'm just trying to,
Air Max.
point
Oh,
good example.
I'm gonna bring that up right now. As a matter of fact,
Yeah.
Air Max Halloween pack. If you know an Air Max 95, what it retails for, and what this Quick Strike sold for was 170, which is 180.85 plus tax, is what it sold for.
Yeah, but how much is a regular 95 sell? It's
120.
usually, yeah.
120.
I don't know
135.
about that. I think it's
I
160.
think it's a little higher too.
I think it's
just because
160.
I remember the 95s always
Always
being
get
the most
expensive
expensive
at
for the
Air
simple
Maxes.
fact of all
the bubbles.
There you go. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck with
So
that. That's a dope Air Max.
it's definitely a dope shoe. Now, listen, Nike.
It doesn't glow, by the way, which
Nike are the fucking kings of blowing up prices when they shouldn't.
absolutely.
Why are these
However-
prices blown up?
However, they kept it real with the price on this. Okay, so 160,
It's
170.
almost $200 for a shoe. I mean,
All right,
Yo,
but,
but last
if you
2 years
really
ago,
want to
95 plus
listen,
160.
if you really want to go and talk about prices, you know, our own fucking backyard. 2 years ago, Asics, Ronnie's Asics were how much?
135. How much was the flamingo box?
It's
You got a flamingo box?
box. Yeah, I don't think the price was on the box. So. And
Oh,
down
man,
she
no.
goes.
I got it. Still reachable.
I'll take the
What
price
is
on
that?
it.
Yeah, it is 150.
150. How much did the?
Well, we're looking at the Jelly 5s now, 160, 165. Granted, it's a different fucking.
I remember when his
It's a different model.
Asics went for like 115, 125.
Now, listen, you could
I'm
fucking.
being honest.
Yeah, no, and I'm not
Listen,
disagreeing. And you could say, oh, inflation this, inflation that, but listen, motherfuckers, inflation by $75, $80 sometimes doesn't happen in a fucking year.
Where did I get my the Gel Light 5, the Cove that came? I ordered. I got online. It came in the box. They had a shipping issue. It came from wherever it came from. It didn't get shipped to Jersey. I don't know what happened. Inside the box was a price sheet for $85 per piece.
Oh, dude, that's the
I
fucking
paid-
wholesale price.
I paid what, $172 with tax or something like
Yeah,
that.
so he's doing a flip. So that means ASIC is charging him more. And it goes back to, it's not just, the person, it goes back to corporate media, to corporate. Not corporate media, but it just goes back to corporate in general. Because why? Because corporate sits back and they see what's going on. And they're like, hey, we could jack up this price
Yep.
because people want it.
Yep.
Because people want it so much. You understand? And they're like, you know what we're going to do too? We're going to make a general release version of similar colorway. Listen to me. This goes back to what I was trying to say with the... So before you bash me in the comment section, really pay attention to what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? They're going to do a similar colorway and then they're going to put out for $90.
And
110.
cheap fucking
110
materials.
is the GR for a Gel Light 3. What do they drop it?
And then your average
White?
people who ran across, the sneaker community that really ain't into it, that see it, but they're like, oh, this colorway similar to that colorway, I'm just gonna buy that.
Yep. Absolutely.
And those are the real MVPs, because those are the ones at the end of the night go home with the bitches and shit.
He sounds like old Mother Hubbard.
Those the ones go home. Those are the ones having a good time and they good.
Yeah, they're not camping out.
They're not worried about none of those. Or the ones who getting the replica colorway.
Listen, you're fucking limited with what kind of colorways can come out because everyone's fucking done everything so far.
And I don't think so.
I don't think that's true.
I don't think so.
I think you could
Look,
really like.
Let me.
Let's go into it.
Reach back.
Go into it.
Now, all right. You see this colorway? This is a coil line. What's coming out soon? That looks exactly like the same color.
The Recreation New
there's a
Balances. Let me see that tongue.
Can we talk about the shoe though? 'Cause-
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll talk about the shoe real quick.
But let's finish
The tongue
with
is
the
dope.
hype pricing.
Okay.
Woo!
It's a badass shoe.
It's the same back as the
Sage.
as the other one. What's it called? Offspring.
Oh yeah.
It's the same back.
This is dope.
The Sage had that like hardball material.
That's what that is.
This is hard.
It's hard.
It was like the hair. This one's more crushed. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, here it is.
Like-
Yeah, well, I mean, the burgundy. Everybody's gonna do burgundy because it's a little. People don't
It's
want to
fall
do.
colorway,
And they don't want to do red. So they're gonna do something a little closer to it, and they're gonna tone it down a little bit.
No one's
But
gonna
what
touch
I'm
the
saying is that colorway. Now you're gonna see this colorway
We'll bring that back out in a minute.
multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
To me, it's just because I think again, colorways are getting. They're fucking running out of ideas, bro.
It's almost like styles. If you'll notice, they
It
cycle
could be.
through.
I mean, yeah.
It's the same thing as like wearing some from the 70s that came back in the 90s that'll come back in 2020. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not going to be able to recreate as many times as you think you can. You have to retro.
But I think lately, you haven't seen as many new original ideas or colorways versus retros or something that's very similar to other shoes that are out.
I think they try and reinvent those colors by doing
Well,
them somewhat differently, but you
They
can't.
can, but
You only have a certain amount of colors you can work with.
again, this year, off the top of your head, how many pairs of shoes do you really, or can you really say are original colors that you haven't seen ever?
C notes.
I could think of.
Wildcat,
Casinos were last
not the
year.
Wild Casinos was last year or this year?
Tanner was last year too.
Tanner was last year?
I think this year, to me, the only
This
thing
year?
is
The Sage. I like the Sage.
Sage.
That's it.
And the Sage is winning. And I think at the end of the year, I'm going to be honest, when it comes down to Allspring was very good. When it comes down to that Sage, but we're going to have to talk about the Allspring. There's some similarities, but the Sage is really authentic.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And when it comes down to the end of the year, we have that argument.
Because we will.
Oh.
The Sage is winning. I don't fucking care.
Oh, yeah.
The Sage is winning.
No doubt.
It's winning.
No doubt. No
Hands
doubt.
down, because
No doubt.
nobody, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, the Sage is that fucking shoe.
It is the shit.
It is, and again, back to where when we did the review, we told you guys months ago, if you don't have that fucking shoe by now, you're fucking hit. Kill yourself.
Yo, and real
Once
talk,
the list drops,
and real talk, look at, you know, there was no hype on that, but there was hype with the rose gold. Why? Because it goes back, and it goes back.
Which one didn't I buy? The rose gold.
Okay, but everybody bought the rose gold, man. I worked the release.
Right.
I know, and it's because, and real talk, and you know what happened at the end of the day when they really had the sneaker in their hand? They were like, this ain't no rose gold. This is this and this and this and that. It was like when you see a Whopper
Well,
on the screen
If-
and
if-
they go
if-
fucking
if-
buy one.
listen, if you knew your shit, you would have fucking known before even buying it that it ain't rose gold.
Exactly.
Do your homework.
Exactly. But it goes back, and this is what I'm trying to say. Fuck the hypebeast. It goes back to hype in general. The hype in general. The thought of the hype. It's like Wale with the phone positive.
Yeah.
Exactly. You see how you made that face?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, hit the pricing again because
Yeah.
Alright.
We'll go back to pricing.
the pricing is.
I mean, we already touched
Because
base on it.
that's very, no.
I mean, you watch Jordan. Watch Jordan, and the material that they're using is obviously not the same as they used to use. That's why they're going back to bringing back or re-retroing shoes with new material because there's been complaints about it. But your price point is still going up, and they're going to raise it again when they drop the new stuff.
But let's talk about why these materials are not the same. All right, let's get into this real quick. This is very important, huh?
Because they're made in China.
No, let's think.
Yo,
let's real talk. Let's go down to. Let's go into it. This is a convo.
All right, go ahead.
Pay attention. Pay attention at home. The reason why is they can't be killing that many fucking animals, my nigga. It's just impossible.
That's fine.
For
But
that
why is the
cycle.
price going up?
Because to make a synthetic is a little bit more money than killing a fucking animal.
I don't know about
Is that what they told you?
It is.
Is that what they told you?
It is, yo. It is. It is. It's like food. It's cheaper. It will be too expensive for them to give us authentic food. Organic, good food. It'll be too expensive. So that's why they gotta give us processed shit. They can't afford that themselves. That's why it costs more money.
Great point. Okay,
You
fine.
understand? That's why it
McDonald's
costs-
cheeseburgers, how much?
$1.
How much is a Bear burger? It's about $12. That's free range meat. So now you're using cheaper shit. You should be getting a cheaper price. That's
But
the
we're
only point I'm
talking
making.
about. You're talking no.
Process. It's all processed
but
bullshit.
this is the thing though. This is the thing. Jordans when the material was shit, the price point was like $160. It wasn't that bad. Now they're jacking it up because the material is getting better. I see it. I see
What?
the
Give me an
material
example.
getting better.
Give me an example. What shoe you referring to? That material.
Like the infrared 3s. The leather on those shits are fucking phenomenal. I wish if I would have had them here, I would show you. Yeah, I could show you in my crib. They're fucking phenomenal. That leather, I haven't seen a leather on those 3s in a
I
very
would
long
say
time.
it's better,
It is better.
but it's not where
It's not that.
it can be. No.
It's not that.
Yeah, but
But let's talk about that. How much was that, Dan?
now this was pure hype.
Could you let them know what you have on your feet, by the way, so they know what we're talking
Yo,
about?
you can't sit there and fucking say, Mr.
Dan,
and
didn't
look.
we just walk up and we had 2 spots waiting for us, warming our seats?
that, dude.
1 and 2, we weren't even there the whole night.
This is the staple black pigeon. I'm talking about the price alone. Is this a $220 shoe?
Leather-wise?
Is this a $220 shoe knowing where it's coming from?
No.
Okay, because if you would have sold this in any other store, it probably would have been less than 200.
Not with that leather.
Now, again, I still think the same materials in a different It's just
That's
paint.
Gore-Tex right there, no?
No.
Ain't this Gore?
Oh, that, yeah. But
You understand?
what I'm
Like,
saying is, I think because it's Jeff Staple,
yeah,
he
but
bumped
the
up
leather,
the price.
this leather is, look
Listen,
at this
I know.
leather.
It's also New Balance.
We cost a lot of money.
And I know it's made in UK, this and that,
Exactly.
but it's not a
Imported.
$220 shoe.
The GR, before you even jump into
It's not-
GR,
because
New
other-
Balance is $200. So I mean,
Now, but you gotta remember, this was what, 2 years ago?
but
This was 2 years ago. So a 577 made in UK
the
was.
577 number one.
But I'm just saying, a UK made 577 was not $200. It was 165.
$175.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
175.
And they still had good materials, regardless if it wasn't pure
Yeah, they
leather,
had great
but
materials.
You know what I'm
Still,
saying?
the
I
reason
think-
why you gotta remember the reason also why that price point is going up is like we're saying the hype.
I think this one was more hype.
But if we're talking about, you know, if you're saying, hey, the quality's getting better, then that's why the price could be going up as well.
And I wouldn't have any
I
fucking
don't-
problem with that.
I don't have any debates with New Balance and their pricing.
No.
In a
Even though
bear
it's going
burger,
up.
I mean, you know, that thing was specifically killed for you and breed it right.
I mean,
So is that New Balance.
Listen, New Balance is still the
So is
only
that New
company
Balance.
that's what I'm saying.
that uses top-notch material. You know, they made in fucking America.
But let's go back to that. Let's go back to that sneaker. What colorway is that?
What?
And what?
Oh, he's gonna do it.
Oh my god. All right, pink.
Okay.
So what? But
He
it-
taught Nick.
but
He
listen.
taught you.
Now look. You and I were both at this release.
Yeah.
It wasn't like insanely fucking
It wasn't.
hyped.
It wasn't. It was to the point.
You had
where,
some people
but
even walking
how
off
much-
when they heard about the price.
Yeah, but and you know what? But like me, I bought 2 of those shits. I
You
sold
know it's
them.
a good shoe.
I sold them.
Well,
You're a fucking reseller.
You know what I'm saying? I sold them.
damn,
You get what I'm saying?
scumbag.
Now, no, but hold up. I sold them shits. Now think about it like this. Don't you wish you would have bought more of those? You don't think you would have never if you would have never grabbed another 2 extra pairs at least? I do.
I
You know what I'm saying? That shit. That's still.
Yeah.
That's still. Yo, Yeezy taught you, nigga. Yeezy taught us all.
Yeah, but see, I'm not, and you know this, bro. I'm not.
I know.
I'm not fucking all about Yeezy this, Yeezy that. I can fucking care less about him.
Yeah, but you're.
I mean, all I want to do is motorboat fucking Kardashian.
Yeah, no, I feel you, but you're still you're runner gang. You understand? That's what you are. You're runner gang.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I can't really. I've seen you pick up GRs.
No wrong with that.
Mhm.
Exactly. You get what I'm saying? So it's you don't. People could look at you and say.
But for me, it's not hype.
Exactly.
If I like something,
Exactly.
you know.
It's exactly my point. You get what I'm saying?
Alright.
But if a product is pushed and it's like not for you, but let's say for instance these New Balances, right? Let's say we see name somebody.
Like who? You want a designer?
Famous?
No, somebody. Let's say we see somebody rocking them in the next 2 weeks.
Somebody famous.
Somebody famous.
Alright.
It's just gonna be it's gonna be fucking crazy. It's gonna be insane.
Yeah,
I don't even think Ryan doesn't even need it. He can wear them himself.
that's what he does.
But it's already created.
Perfect
that fucking
example.
hype.
Perfect example of something he wore this week. As a matter of fact,
Exactly
before,
what I'm trying to say.
before they came out a week and a half ago, he tweeted these as one of his favorite shoes from back in the day. They dropped Saturday, out the door in seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Hype.
Hey. And that's what I'm talking about. It's the image. Listen, let me ask you a question. Out of all the sneaker shops, right, that promote a sneaker, do they ever take their first pick with them wearing them, or do they give you a little sneak teaser piece of it?
Okay, West is a perfect example. It was
Everybody's a perfect example. Everybody besides Ron. Because Ron will himself. Or he'll wear them to an event and still. You know what I'm saying? And his name, and that's, you know what I'm saying? The media, that's boom. It's a big difference.
I'd like to take a minute to give a special shout out to Packers.
Yes, let's do it.
Was it last Sunday? They had a walk for Wounded Warriors. They put out these bad boys, EQT. Very good job.
Phenomenal. You can grab him right behind you.
Boom, done. I think, in my personal opinion, this is an amazing shoe. Material, structure, color, phenomenal. And the idea behind it, was to support wounded warriors. They held a walk. They had a little meet and greet at Packers. It was a very nice event altogether. If you haven't picked them up yet, I would.
Now,
Let's talk.
Now you have a good example because you walked right into something good. Now this shoe is an EQT. As you can, if you can't see that these materials are fucking top notch. If you put it next to Ronnie's EQT,
Garbage.
Hands down.
okay, well, which one sold more?
Ronnie's.
Ronnie's.
It's a shame. It really is a shame that.
But let's
he has to make
talk
that
about
point.
let's talk about Packer. Packer is the least hype
Fuck yeah.
fucking place in the United States of America.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this is
Along with Extra Buck.
true. Very true.
Absolutely.
Along with Extra Buck.
I mean, they
They're-
still keep it real.
They keep it real, no hype zone. Now let me tell you something, Dan. Everybody who attended that march got these for free.
It's another thing.
Got these for free. Do you know how much that touched me?
Bro, that's you can't
You know how
say
much that
enough
touched
good,
me?
You can't say enough good words about somebody doing that.
Do you understand? For their home. People from NYC, because he was there.
I'm
You
with you
understand?
on it, bro. I'm with you on
Everywhere.
it.
For free.
Don't get it twisted.
I'm with you.
We didn't show up to get free shoes. We showed
No.
up for.
And you
an
probably
event.
didn't even know that you were going to
I
get
didn't,
No.
actually.
No, nobody knew. Nobody knew.
Right.
Nobody knew we were going to get free sneakers.
Nobody else would do that.
No. I just
Which
wanted
is a
to shout
fucking
out
shame.
that.
And that's the whole point. And this is what I'm talking about. No hype.
And you know
what I'm
what's
saying?
even fucking worse is a store like Packer, who probably doesn't pull as much money in a year,
Ready? Go ahead.
can do something like this, whereas other stores in New York City that fucking kill it can't even fucking give you a discount.
But look at what Packer did also. This goes to a prime example. And they did this innocently because they wanted to bring back, because Packer loves old school genuine shit from his time. You understand?
Yes.
Look what he did with the Snow Beach.
Mm.
Now that colorway and everything is everywhere, nigga.
Absolutely.
And people are rocking that shit everywhere, and they're making Snow Beach replicas. Why? Because real talk, that Snow Beach was the most promotion they ever really fucking done on any sneaker that they ever
I was
released.
at that event too. Was it Limelight?
It was because they had Just Blaze, they had all the
Yeah.
polo heads, they had the radio talking about it. It was a big fucking thing. And that goes to prove my point of what I'm trying to say. The media, it fuck the people, fuck the kids. Until the media, unless when the media says, hey, this is hot and this is what it is, that's when the hype beasts come out to play.
This shit was fucking fire. I don't give a fuck.
This shoe is phenomenal,
This shoe
and
is fire.
it beats out the what's it called?
The other EQ.
Sure.
Ronnie's EQ.
Ronnie
Yeah.
EQ.
Ronnie's
Hands
EQ.
down.
Hands down, man. Material. It's comfortable as all fuck
Hands
too.
down.
Like I put my my foot in the other one, the toe box with the
There's
material.
no
It just
Well, I
didn't
got
feel
my
right.
fucking size in this one because this one's an 8.5,
Yeah, dude.
and it fits me perfectly.
What size are you?
Aren't you an
I'm a 9.5.
Yeah, I got a 10 and I'm an 11. Oh, that's another thing. So if you do pick up, I would size that.
Yo,
size
size
down.
down. Full size down.
We've been saying it for a while now.
Full size down. Yeah.
When you rock EQT, full size.
You know, but
Phenomenal.
this is
This
it.
store,
This is
I mean, this shoe is still available online.
Which
it
is
should be still available online.
But that's sad, because that's fucking an amazing shoe.
It
that
is.
lets you know where the people are really at when it
And
comes to.
Ronnie's
And
shit
it's
was still
hype.
available
Yeah.
online at
Only
for a
the
couple
fucking
days.
big sizes, though.
Yeah.
Still doesn't matter.
I mean, well,
Well,
Still doesn't matter.
you know, with a shoe like that, it does matter, because, I mean,
Listen.
if a 13 is still sitting on there, I mean, that's like a size 14.
I feel
How big
it.
size
It doesn't
14,
matter, and
you
I
know?
feel that better. I'm starting to like that more. I'm starting to respect that more. You know what I'm saying? That's why I stopped. Honestly, that's why I stopped copping really new kicks. I haven't copped a 95 in about 15 years.
since 95.
You understand?
I hear
And
you,
that's
bro.
fucking dope, though.
I hear you.
You know, that was
I'm
dope.
with it. I'm not-
And shout outs to you already. What's his Instagram?
I don't know.
You know who it is, so it's all good.
Oh.
Shout outs to you for picking my shit up.
Sneaker Street?
Sneaker Street Co. I think.
Oh,
something-
Soul Street.
Soul Street.
Oh.
I don't know who it was. I know his real name.
Whoever you are, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
I'll put it
Thank
up in
you.
there. Don't worry.
Retail game too. You know what I'm saying?
I'll add that into the
So-
edit. No worries.
So I'm just saying in general, but in general, like, you know, like this, it should this shit should be available. It should be available. It shouldn't be like that. When I went to the mid release with the Jelly 3s, there was still size 7 Ultramarines there.
Which is which is really nice to hear.
It was
I
still
mean,
size
you know,
7s.
for the ladies, that's good.
It was still size 7s though, Dan.
Okay.
Would that ever happen
A
now?
size 7 now to still be sitting in the store is unheard of. That's the first shit off the shelf.
That's that's like 2 months later after he released the sneaker. You get what I'm saying?
I know what you. I'm not disagreeing, man. I know what you're saying.
Oh, here's another thing for you guys if you want to check it out. Extra Butter, what did they do? They opened up that, it's a Jordan Legacy room in their back room located on the back side of the street. Fucking superb job, super dope. You want to check it out? They got a whole bunch of pictures, a whole bunch of kicks on the wall. If you want to just check it out, check it out.
Yeah, and
Shout out to the guys at Extra Butter.
Yeah, hopefully, you know, next time we'll fucking, you know,
Maybe we'll be in there for the next
we'll be
video.
in there for the next video, so stay tuned for that. But no, really do like we gotta come to the focus of it. I'm not trying to bash nobody. You know I love y'all. It is what it is. But it's more. It's not just the hype piece. It's the hype.
I mean, at the end of the day, what we're really trying to say is this: be yourself.
Yes.
Don't fucking let anyone influence you on getting, you know, a shoe or a piece of clothing or anything for that matter on what you like. If you see something and you like it and everyone fucking is knocking it, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, man.
Just be you.
Get it.
Yeah, man.
That's it, bro.
Cause it's the motherfuckers with the general release shit anyway that's getting pussy. I'm being honest with you.
Dude, I'm not.
You know, like whatever happened to fucking yo-yos and water pistols?
Oh,
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Word.
Jesus.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, I mean, seriously, at the end of the day, don't let fucking hype influence anything.
And before we go, because I'm pretty sure we're almost at that time, I also want to talk about, you know, of course, because Preem has a lot of hype. But I've seen the hype a little bit die. It's been dwindling, but you still got the little kids
On the come up.
on the come up trying to revive it.
Thinking that Preem is going to be their come up.
Yeah, you know, keeping it alive. You know what I'm saying? And they're keeping this alive, and it's all because, you know, like, people don't appreciate, like, look what I said, Dan. Like, people don't appreciate Supreme, like, as what I appreciate it. Yo, it's punk rock, man.
Yeah, but you've been there for a while.
Yeah, it's 80s punk. And why did Preem become popular? Tyler, the Creator. ASAP Rocky. You understand? ASAP Rocky. That's why those things became popular. You understand? That's why there's that. Okay, like, look at Bape. Bape is crazy, right? They don't fucking have lines out there every fucking week.
You didn't hear people talking about it.
Yo,
because the price point is.
I did a little bit.
You still go in there and it's just sold out. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
That's a sneak tip, though.
and it's like, you know, there's hype behind certain things, but then there's things that have that media hype, man. And that red and everything I'm trying to say all day is all media hype. It's all media hype. Of course, it comes down to the people after that, but it's the people who are buying it. You understand? But it got to be hyped first before they buy it, because if not, they won't buy the shit at all. They won't buy the shit. Like the EQT. The shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, to me, it wasn't hyped. It wasn't hyped up enough. You know, look what they did with the lookbook for the one-stroke shit. They put Vic. You know, and the hottest thing in there, almost everything looked hot, for real. But that denim shirt,
$235.
but that shit sold out.
Did it?
It sold out.
That's what it said.
It sold out in the store. It sold out in the store.
Well,
It says so.
That's what it says. You know?
It sold out in the store. For sure, it sold
Alright.
out in the store.
Let's not even fucking get into the pricing on that shit.
But the pricing was horrible. But why?
You get
I
some
spoke
good
to
money.
somebody who wanted the jeans, and then they were like, "No, I don't want the jeans." And they were like, "I fuck with it, but I never even heard of one stroke."
Well, it's not even about the one stroke. It was about the price point. I
Price,
went from
bro.
a store that went from meeting me in the middle.
doesn't even. Kanye's
Nobody
APC doesn't
fucking
even
does
close that.
prices like
Could
that.
we
bro.
just talk about this real quick
Yeah.
about where his fashion started to where it is now, as far as hype goes? Like, he started off following what the people wanted and creating something for the people, and then taking something from somewhere else and giving them a price point. And they were like, "All right, I guess I'm gonna eat this because it's a store I like."
Yeah.
Trust me, because I know people that I talked to that were like, "Well, it fit me a little better than some other stuff, so I wound up getting it, and plus it's kid." And I was like, "Oh, all right. If that's all you need to buy something, I guess that's good." But I mean, I started off rocking kit because I liked the fit, I liked the style, and I liked the way it looked on me. And the price point was a little high, but I was like, I can deal with this. It's not too bad. But then you jump from one to an extreme, in my point, with one stroke. But that's building off a hype. You know, if he puts it in there, it's gonna sell.
Yeah. I only rock Kith to be lounge when I'm on my lounge shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's never, you know, it's not. I'm not like I do own Mercers. I do own pieces. You know this.
Perfect.
You know what I'm saying?
Example.
But what's the example?
Do you see people walking out of Kith with us hats these days? Walking out of Kith right now with the new us hat.
But you see them on eBay for $1.50.
You know why that is? Because
It's a starter.
It's a starter. The new shit ain't starter.
Yeah.
It's the same price. It ain't starter though.
It's just gay. I saw a kid in the train station with the bucket. It looked hard.
Oh.
He was rocking kind of hard though.
Ugh. What the
bucket.
The one? Whatever it is?
the one stroke joint?
No, the one that has the
Oh,
two lines.
okay. Remember, never forget.
Never forget.
line,
That shit
yeah.
looked dope. The way he was rocking it too looked dope. I was like,
Well,
okay.
they dropped one with the one stroke too. What was it? What was it? 115? I think it was
115 for a bucket is when I give up. You know what I'm
Say
saying?
fuck
If
it.
that shit, listen, if when something's in the hundreds, if that shit don't got Versace on it, I'm not fucking with it.
If that doesn't come with a blowjob.
My nigga, everything I get comes with a blowjob.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what
Fucking
I'm
price
saying?
like that, you know? I need a fucking a big titty bitch coming with that kind of fucking price.
That's the whole thing. You know, these kids are, you know, but they don't realize. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Bro.
I'm gonna be honest with you. With that $220 that they spend on sneakers to flex with the niggas for,
You get a
you can
great
go to
night.
back pages and you can get yourself a nice fucking hunky-dory bitch to blow you.
What is this? Shit. Don't is that? That's not your real site.
Yo, we're trying to educate, bro. We're basically trying to say, don't
Great,
flex
hyper
me.
back page right
Don't
now.
flex me a
I'm
fucking
saying,
hole.
I'm saying, you know, the pussy's dead. You know, like, you buying mad sneakers, I'm not, you know, there's two things I would never pay for, and that's water and pussy. But I'm just saying,
If
water
you
and
ever
pussy,
need it,
they both should come free. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I'm just saying, in general, in general, you understand? Like, you know, I don't know, get a better life, man. Build some Legos.
At 220 on back page get you more than one night. Alright, let's we wanna wrap this
We're
up.
gonna wrap it up.
Yeah,
You wanna do a little quick review real quick?
Yeah, let's do some reviews.
Go ahead. Take the fucking.
I kinda wanna look at this Koyo
Take the
thing.
95.
Because I didn't
I'm gonna do another, you know,
Yeah,
my in-depth thing, but
I won't be there to be like,
No,
nah, I
do
hate
it,
this
bro.
shoe, so I wanna do it myself.
I personally like it, you know, because
Now that I'm holding them, I did pick it up for a friend of mine. I didn't even take it out of the box. I was like, meh. But looking at it in person with this yellow lace is actually.
Lace is dope. It got a little tint
it
with like
came
white
with,
in it.
I think, like 3 other.
But overall, yo, it looks like a general release. Get that shit the fuck out of here.
It does, but
Looks
you
like a
can
GR.
feel it. It feels nice.
It feels nice. It ain't fig though. Get it out of here.
Oh, that's that where we're at with shoes
there we
now?
go.
Oh, here.
My nigga with an A6
Here,
me?
sit, hold that one, and we'll talk about these shoes. All right,
There we go.
you just pet the flamingo there. I don't know. I like the lace job. The lace swap is.
Yo, when it comes to A6
Is this
speed,
pretty up?
Yo, yeah.
Oh wow.
Listen,
Nice.
bro, they did a fucking good job on this shit.
I'm not.
That's
They
all
did
I'm
an
gonna
amazing
say.
job. It
And,
looks like
and
a GR.
honestly,
The materials are fucking fire.
listen, and
And
honestly,
a lot of people
shit.
can't do materials like
there's
that on
more.
A6.
There's more to fucking life now when it comes to ASICs than just running.
I-
People
honestly,
are catching up.
That offspring.
Yeah.
That
Yo,
offspring.
people are catching up.
It's still not the same.
Come on,
It'll
man.
never be as iconic as Running
Come on.
Man.
Maybe back in the day, but now.
Oh, now
people
we'll
caught
still
up, bro.
defeat anybody in an ASIC.
All right, back to the shoe. Air Max 95 Halloween pack. This is the 95, not the 90. Has that somewhat hint of a glow bottom. Not a glow bottom. The 90 does have the glow bottom. Not here.
Those should have glowed.
Yeah, I don't know. I really like the
Yo,
design.
these motherfuckers were bitching all night when they found out that shit didn't glow. It was
I
funny.
had it soak into the sun for
I love glowing
20
in the dark.
minutes. I was like, what is
I've
going
loved
on?
it way before the Easy. Like I'm a fucking when I was a
Northern
little
Lights.
kid, yeah.
Northern Lights is fire.
Even this piece doesn't glow?
Nothing glows.
Nothing glows.
This shiny green back here.
I tried charging them.
on the
it
heel
didn't
tap
work.
there. It's fucking, yeah, I put on a light for like 30 minutes. Nothing. I don't know, but the shoe's made well. What'd you say? It's like a mummy wrap on
It's
the.
like it's all
on the
mummy.
midsole
That's what
there.
it is.
It's
mummy.
it's really nice. I like. I did a lace swap with 3-up laces just because I needed something to glow. But
Fucking, I love the laces, like hempy.
yeah, super dope.
It's a nice shoe.
Yo,
Good pick up.
shoes.
That's nicer than the fucking than the 90.
Well, yeah, the 90 was.
90 was dark. I mean, yeah, granted it's Halloween.
Nigga, I had these when I was a kid.
Classic.
Please.
These things, I actually like these a lot, and I'm not a mid guy.
Tim's, Timberlands.
It's either low or high, and even highs I'm not even like for.
To be honest with you, that is a phenomenal Air Force One. Don't let my
the
attitude.
material.
Actually,
Material is
Air Max
fucking phenomenal. What's that?
The Air Max 1 version.
Did you pick them up?
Nah, I didn't get that.
Better than those.
Yeah, this did come in.
Yeah,
What was it? Three in the pack. It was a trainer, these, and the Air Max 1.
The trainer's no joke.
Yeah, the trainer was
Trainer
kind
looked
of
good
fly.
too.
But for that, I wear a pair of Tims, man.
Yeah,
I think they're hard though, but I just.
it's
I
a
don't-
super clean look. If you like the Air
You know
Force,
what it is? It's
you
just
get
that
your cream.
to me, it's like, you know how hard I work to not buy Air Forces.
Really?
Yo, I grew up on an Air Force, man.
You gotta move
know?
up.
It's like a classic look, though.
It is. It's a classic.
I mean, look,
fucking. You know, it's a classic.
Classic
look.
mentality too.
It's a classic. Yeah. You know, to me.
Everyone should have one at one point.
Yeah,
That's
no, I
basically-
got some in my closet. I'm just saying in general, like, I don't know. I'm not on the block no more, and that's a block shoe.
Ow.
And I feel it's being disrespected
What,
right now.
what about a T-sheet?
Right now, like, yeah, no, it's being disrespected right now because real talk, motherfuckers are out there wearing Air Forces all day, every day, and now all of a sudden it's back. It's being mentioned in songs.
I don't think it
again.
ever left.
It didn't leave the hood.
I don't think
But now,
it's a classic fucking shoe.
yo, my nigga,
It's getting
real
more
talk. I'm gonna be
attention.
honest with you. Real talk. Sneakerheads weren't fucking with the Air Force One like that unless they were Air Force One heads. You understand? And you have your Air Force One heads.
Oh, yeah.
You have your Air Force One heads. There are a whole other fucking crowd of people mixed in with a certain crowd of people we know. You understand? Buckets.
I can't do it right
But no, listen to me. But with all the Air Force, fuck that. With all the Air Force One hype that's been going on and all that shit, you get what I'm saying? Surrounded by what was the collab of the T-sheet.
Roll T-sheet.
Roll T-sheet. Yeah, Roll T-sheet. That's when that shit started bubbling up again. Within the sneakerheads. Now it's becoming, Preem's doing it, all that shit, and now it's bubbling up even more. And mind you, Preem did an Air Force before this pack came out.
Yeah.
And people fucking, and they did an excellent Air Force. And people forget about that. Because now it's a big hype thing. It's all about
They've done
hype.
a lot before these.
But my nigga, it's hype. It's hype. You had the hood rocking Air Forces. Just a couple months ago, there was memes made about making fun of people who wear Air Forces. And now all of a sudden, all these niggas is rocking it like nothing. We could appreciate the Air Force because we are Air Force
It's a
One.
genre I grew up in.
We are Air Force One. There's no doubt about that. You understand? But now it's like, yo, they don't, you took a hood shoe, you took a nigga from the motherfuckers from the project shoe. You understand? And now it's iconic. And it was iconic back in our day. It was. And why was it iconic back in our day? Jay-Z, Nelly,
Hype.
Yeah.
Hype. Back to the hype. The rappers wore it.
Game over.
White on white. Everyone wore them.
Let's do it.
Game over. So,
Alright, man.
you already know.
Till next time.
Till next time.
Peace.
We're out of here. Peace. Motherfucker.